Welcome to Aaron's review, and in today's video I would like to talk about the Osmo Action. As you probably know, or many of you seen my previous video, my Osmo Action stopped working after 2 days. The device does turn on, however, the problems I had facing with the device was the fact that the touch screen did not respond. It was not able to record any videos, and that was right after 2 days. So one of the things that I had to do was to take it back to the distributor, as it was purchased from Fortress. Fortress does not offer an exchange straight away, and they did mention that during when I purchased the device, so that was fine. So I took it to the distributor on last Tuesday. I called in on this Tuesday, and they still have not fixed the problem yet. So I have right now in front of me all the items that I want to review, but sadly no Osmo Action to test it with. I just want to say it's been quite frustrating dealing with the authorized distributor right now in Hong Kong, as they have never called me ever once to talk about the Osmo Action. I have to call them to figure out what's happening. So it was like a week Tuesday, I had this for 2 days, had it working, used it for a little bit of 2 days. They have had it for almost more than a week or week and a half, which is a bit disappointing. The authorized distributor in Hong Kong really, well, kind of sucks right now. So what I did was to communicate with the DJI company to see if they are able to help me out. And I was quite impressed with DJI, as somebody from China called me in Hong Kong. So Jim, the person who has been in charge, which is one of the managers, called me up, understanding what the situation was, helped me sort out the problem. And it seemed that the process of actually getting it replaced from the authorized distributor would be to, first of all, for them to send it back to DJI. So they need to first of all ask for a return number, which I think DJI did send back. Sadly, on the distributor side, no one was able to open that email because the person who does that job was not there. So I waited 1 week hoping that something had happened, so that's this Tuesday, but nothing happened. So I complained. I even called Jim. Well, actually Jim called me. He even called me 4 times, which I found quite responsible from DJI company. So my advice would be next time to not purchase it from an outside retailer, but instead of DJI, as they do offer a 14-day return straight away. I mean, 2 days of using the product, they've had it longer than I've had it. And yes, as far as I'm aware, they are replacing a brand new one for me. So overall, I've still not got the product yet. I'm still waiting. The problem was that the email, whoever receives the email, opens that email, was not at work and was on, I don't know, some kind of holiday, some maternity leave, I don't know. Anyway, so it's been with them for almost 1.5 weeks, with me having nothing in front of me to test. And I just wanted to mention that Jim did give me a good service. He actually has called me 4 times within this week to ask what was happening. First email, very understanding. They even tried to call the authorized distributor in Hong Kong to see if they were willing to replace it, but sadly the authorized distributor in Hong Kong has procedures. That's fine, so I did that. But what made me angry was the fact that somebody wasn't working on that side, which is the authorized distributor. I am still currently waiting. So Jim has called me 4 times, which is impressive, with authorized distributor never calling me ever once at all. I also went to the DJI company, as there is one in Wan Chai, and I asked them what's the problem, and they do say, oh, there is something seems to be wrong with your authorized distributor. It shouldn't really take that long, even for Jim the manager, for, oh wait, if you had actually went to us, it would have taken us 1 week or less to replace your product. And now it's taken almost 1.5 weeks and I still not got the product yet. I'm hoping by the following week, this coming week, that's now right now Saturday, that next week I will hopefully have a brand new Osmo Action. and hopefully without any issues. Well, anyway, when I was talking to Jim, I asked him several questions about the Osmo Action. He has followed up clearly with the authorized distributor on what has happened. He has apologized several times on what the service was. Obviously not from their end, but from the authorized distributor. So what have I found out during my communication with this manager? And obviously I appreciate his help through this process. It has been a painstaking, long, let's see, maybe 2 or 3 hours of communication with the authorized distributor and Jim. Well, Jim was quite nice, because he wasn't always friendly, understanding and polite, while the distributor wasn't. So one of the things I'm sure you're aware of, this Osmo Action, are we able to use an external microphone for the Osmo Action? And the answer is no. So that is one information for those who are planning to do vlogging. You are not able to yet use the external microphone on the Osmo Action. Why? Because they have not upgraded the firmware. That is one information that I have found. And for those people who are thinking of, oh, I will buy the Osmo Pocket adapter, audio adapter, and just to clarify, that does not work, so don't waste your money buying that yet, okay? It might work once they've upgraded the firmware. So at the moment, my device of this USB-C with 3.5mm, I've tested it, it does not work already, so this, which I was hoping, still will not work. Why? Because, as I mentioned, they've not upgraded the firmware. I'm hoping that eventually they will upgrade the firmware so as to allow us to do the external microphone, as I have the Rode Wireless Go prepared, waiting for the Osmo Action when I receive it. Anyway, that's all I want to say for now. So it's a bit frustrating week of waiting, communicating, talking with the distributor and what's happening, with some angry phone calls. Well, angry, stay reasonable phone calls. I think I am getting somewhere eventually. I'm hoping by next week I will get a new Osmo Action, because I do need it for doing my vlogging videos of food, which I'm hoping to do eventually. Anyway, that's all for now. I will be reviewing these products that I have in front of me. I'll keep you updated on what is happening with the Osmo Action. And as I mentioned, I would probably recommend purchasing directly from DJI. I mean, the only reason that I purchased it from Fortress was it was there in the shop. I did not have to order online and wait, but it seemed that has backfired. I have had 1.5 weeks of frustration and I'm still waiting. Hopefully, for all those of you who are watching, I'm hoping your Osmo Action is functioning 100% without any issues. I've had several people messaging me on YouTube saying their product has also fallen apart or not working. Alright, anyway, best of luck to you guys, and if the Osmo Action works, I do believe that this is a game changer, as the video quality and audio quality is nice if it works. And once again, thanks for Jim's help in sorting things out and calling me several times with checking on what's happening with my current order, as it has been a long wait. Do hit subscribe and I'll see you again in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.